Both Phil and I have had some CMMS experience in the past, and we ran into L2L through a prior job and did quite an assessment on L2L versus the standard products on the market. And Phil ended up finding out L2L was fairly robust and gave us a lot of opportunities. So it lent itself perfectly when we came to Purple to just, again, reassess where we are quickly, but we're able to move forward with it knowing we could execute an L2L platform, the maintenance module specifically to start with, quite quickly. And we've already had some experience with the L2L staff, which is very responsive to our needs. So that's actually a very easy transition to get it implemented here. Again, with Phil carrying a lot of the burden and setting up our equipment.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. I told Andrew I wouldn't come to Purple unless we
actually you did.
We implemented a lead. So, but no, realistically, I mean, because I've had experience with both types of systems, I really understand the difference between a traditional CMS and what L2L's capabilities are. Knowing that the Purple is going to need something to keep up with its growth, I had to utilize all of its features and its capabilities. So it was kind of a requirement in my eyes.
What specifically makes it successful is the ability to track data, look at data, and then to establish goals to improve from there. I mean, it's vital to any organization, but especially here at Purple, with Purple being a new company, it kind of gave us this nice baseline of data right off the bat, and then gave us a vision for where we wanted to go with our future.
And I'm pretty excited for what the team's going to do with it.
It was a huge transition going from the record keeping and tick sheets and whiteboards. Every night the whiteboards would get wiped away and we lose that data. Now with a production module, we've got real-time data that we can reference, we can report on, we can improve what production is doing, what maintenance is doing with all that data that we've got.
Yeah, I'd like to add though, throughout all of the challenges with Purple's growth, I mean, it provides a backbone for, and I know for the maintenance team at least, to fall back on. I mean, when things get nuts out there, they can fall back on the system and follow the standard processes, and it allows them to kind of get back on track, even through the chaos and all of the challenges they're facing day to day. That's the way I like to look at it.
I think there's a spirit to this transition into the production module I want to capture. When you remember when we were looking at problems and trying to find solutions, we actually got to a point where people said in meetings, hey, we can use L2L to solve that. And it just seems to be the go-to statement. Hey, let's capture this in L2L.
Purple's unique in the way that things bring cross-functional teams together. I mean, we say we have departments, but it's just Purple. Any given day, we're all working together to try and grow and make this place a better place to work and a successful place to work. And L2L has really provided us with a fine tool to use to be able to track that and then to manage our goals.
For quality, it's been very beneficial. We've been able to create checklists. In those checklists, we collect data, we store the data. We're able to refer back to that data and make changes as needed to help with the process. And not only that, but we store all our SOPs in there and our work instructions, which helps with training.
It's really helped with the training and the trackability of training. It's become very beneficial. It not only lets us know who's been trained, but it actually will show you on the screen who's been trained. And we actually have the ability to have screens out there to not only allow us to see it and upper management to see it, but it allows our people that are on the floor, that are doing the work, to see where they're at throughout the day. It allows them to know whether they're winning for the day or whether they need to pick it up, or where they're at. So it's really beneficial on multiple levels.
It's been a lot of fun learning how L2L works. Back in the day, we used to use little tick sheets. We would tally, and who knows where that documentation went.
It also just I think it's just fun, just challenging yourself like every hour. I got so much, but I could do so much better.
They're impressed with how fast. It's like, wow, how'd you get here so fast? It's like the app, the app really helps out a lot, like Brendan said.
For sure. What's fun for me is the data collection. It never lies. It's real easy to look up. It's quick. It's always there.
I think it's also been fun to hear the communication. I know me and you have talked many times. When we first started it, we would put in a dispatch and you're like, I don't know the machines like you know them as far as parts and everything. And they would be, what are you talking about? What part are you looking at?
Yeah.
And it really helped me kind of learn my machines better. Speaking with maintenance when we put in those dispatches, and it's really been fun to see that communication grow as far as beginning to now. So
Yeah, it's definitely brought us all together as a team.
Most definitely.